Got the emissary operator, got in the flow. Host spitting wisdom, watch some insights glow. Reflecting on battles from back then to now. Lighten up our path, homie, holy motherfucker, wow. On the communal leaderboard, we share the dream. Ranger Nation united, forming the team. High scores, favorite eat, pimps, we beam. A tapestry of growth, nostalgia, sweet gleam.
Welcome, everybody, to the first live stream for Ranger Nation. We have officially made it to the end of season 1.
About damn time.
Like it's been a while. We took a short hiatus, because of Mother's Day and all of that stuff. But 8 episodes later, we have made it.
Yeah.
It's really funny because we all said, hey, we're going to take 2 to 3 weeks we have plenty of time to watch these episodes. All waited to the final week. We all procrastinated.
We did.
We could have just done it the same week.
See, that's the thing. I tried to watch like an episode or 2 and I was like, nah, I can't do it.
It's like I purposely sat there and was just like, should I turn it on now?
See, I did the smart thing. So I had it playing in the background while I was cleaning the house all last week. So I was getting through the episodes. So I was like, okay, cool. I was able to, do that.
I binge watched Teen Wolf within that whole 2-week thing. Just wait.
There's no way.
I watched all 6 seasons of Teen Wolf.
Jesus.
And this whole hiatus.
Well, to be honest, Darren, the seasons are short. Each season is 12 episodes. Until you get to season 4, then it's 10 or something. They're not long seasons. So you could binge that pretty quick.
Yeah, it's just I was just I need to take my mind off how bad these episodes.
I told you to do something else while you watching it. I don't know what you could have done.
I did something else while watching them. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. I wholeheartedly fell asleep through half of these episodes, and I just woke up on a different episode. I couldn't help it. Darren says it's because I'm old, but I don't count 32 as old. I just sat on my couch and they just went by like a some of these episodes were literally like melatonin for me. Turn it on to go to sleep. But like I said, welcome to Ranger Nation. We're going to be doing these live streams at the end of each season. Yes. So next week is back to the regularly scheduled, uploaded, pre-recorded video. Starting season 2, we're finally going to be starting
finally.
Season 2.
Oh my gosh!
I'm so hyped for
that's when it gets. That's when it gets good. We're starting.
I'm gonna start season 2 tonight.
Yeah. I said the same thing. I was I'm going to start after we're done.
I'm really excited. Can
I get my thought out before we fully get into it?
Sure. And let me change this out the way. Let me change this background since somebody else didn't do it. People are gonna think this is Party Nation.
Oh yeah.
You haven't paid me yet.
So I'm pretty sure Lance can appreciate this analogy, this comparison. But I think Hasbro or whoever owns the rights needs to make a condensed version like Dragon Ball Z Kai Mighty Morphin Season 1 and get rid of all the filler. And even though I'm a big Dragon Ball Z, I'm not a fan of Kai because I actually like the filler. But for Mighty Morphin Season 1, it's the opposite, where Dragon Ball Z, you get some character building, stuff like that. For Mighty Morphin, it's just filler 80% of the fucking season, at least season 1. I agree, Tony. Season 1 is super overrated. But I think what they should do, you give us the first 5 episodes, you get the beginning, then you get them being Rangers for a few episodes, introduce Tommy, do Green with Evil, do a couple other episodes in the middle, do Green Candle, and then a few more filler, and then do Doomsday Part 1 and 2, and that'd be the end of the season. Just end it like that.
There was only 51 episodes in the Sentai.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
no. I mean, of course it's going to be filler because
no. I'm talking about so many. Sentai. Do the stuff that matters. You could do filler a couple, and then do the main stuff. Do a couple, take a breather. Do the main stuff. This season is 80% filler. It's ridiculous.
It is, and I think And I think all Power Rangers has filler to an extent. Like, I
Not
do
like
think that
this,
is
though.
part of its bloodline. Not like this for sure. And
Yeah.
like, I can appreciate a lot of it, right? Because I think a lot
Yeah.
of it is them having to set a status quo for when the crazy stuff happens. It's like, oh shit, this is crazy. To just kind of jump into it though, like these 25 was such a ride. It was such
Yeah.
a crazy ride because I was talking about you guys with this. I saw such a change within these. Like those first couple were very interesting because those first couple were trying to get over the learning curve of Tommy being gone, right? Like they like what they were doing during that little Tommy arc while he was using the powers and stuff like that. Like that fundamentally changed the show and how they did production and how they wrote it and how they had to do that. So like the first like 5 or 6 of the batch was them trying to get back to a somewhat norm. And then somewhere, I think in those final 15 or so, something happened in the production that I noticed. I was like, oh, something has changed. They were writing the episodes different. They were producing them different. They were focusing a lot more on the characters of the show. The villains became more charismatic and actually had somewhat of a character. And we can talk about these individually in a second. But like Bulk and Skull became, I think, more likable characters because they weren't just bullies. They were like, oh, we're putting more focus on them and giving them a little bit more to do. The music is different. There's theme music during the fight scenes. Like there was a shift. And I always love a redemption arc insert. Were these episodes amazing? No, they still weren't incredible. But I do like seeing when a show has enough time to realize what's wrong with their show and evolve and morph into a better show as the season goes along. I think that's really cool, and I at least commend them for trying to fix themselves as the show has gone on.
The back half definitely had a different energy to it. And I agree with you. That's when they started adding the music to the fights because the unmorphed fights were so basic and boring. They're still pretty like bad, like in terms of execution. Like they're still bad, but like just to bring up a fight, like the Kimberly and Tommy fight. It was the episode when the girl tried out for like to be a cheerleader and she like ran off or whatever.
Yeah,
and the putty show up.
Bad.
Like Tommy was whooping ass, and then it would cut to Kimberly, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, get like, what are you doing?
Oh, I was like, why are you backing up? Like,
like it was weird. Like it, like get it. ADF was skilled martial artist.
Are you trying to be the Alpha 5 or something?
You're roboting out, but I want to recognize the fact that we have 2 super chats. Cameron Walker, $5 super chat. I think chat. Why did I say chat? Cameron Walker says, I think sometimes you need filler episodes for character growth. Will not argue, but you need that to an extent because sometimes filler can just be straight up bad.
It depends what you do with filler.
Reason is fucking filler.
Yeah. And Maddie says, hello, very cool people. I should have done this at the beginning, but I started a poll. Why is this YouTube part being dumb? I can't see. Okay, there we go. I started a poll. If we reach the super chat goal. And of course, my computer's just tweaking because I got 2 super chats, but it's not showing that I have any on YouTube. Big dummies. If we reach the goal, whatever you pick, we'll do in a bonus stream or bonus video. So far, at number 1, we have worst Ranger comedy duo, and by that I mean like Bulk and Skull, Ben and Betty, stuff. The Jane and Jane board, the comedic relief of each season. Next, we have ranking a Red Ranger tier list. Ranking our favorite Red Rangers. We all know who's gonna be and like F tier on that. Troy Burrows. I'm looking at you from Megaforce. Next is a Ranger mentor tier list. We all know who's gonna be at the bottom of that. Zordon, I'm looking at you. And then after that, we have a Morpher tier list. And so far, the Red Ranger, the Ranger Mentor, and the Morpher tier list are all tied at 33%. So, yeah, there's that.
Oh, no. I just think Zordon was bad in season 1. I could be wrong. We get to season 2.
I think he's already getting
might
a little
still
better.
Be terrible.
Yeah,
he was.
You think he's getting better? Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna get my grievances out for the episodes that I do. Almost knocked my interface down. For the episodes that I do remember, because I had to watch like 30.
I need to pull up these goddamn episodes. Holy shit!
For the ones that I do remember, I'm just gonna say, bro, the fact that the episode where Tommy and Jason are doing like the random karate class, and we're not going to talk about the inconsistency. Why? I just got off work, guys. I cannot talk. The inconsistencies with them having these extracurricular classes that just show up randomly throughout episodes, and you don't hear about them ever again. They're teaching a karate class together, and all of a sudden, Rita sends out this shark with a boomerang. Who, if you touch it, it makes you angry and evil. Oh. But when you touch it, it's the fact that like they clear like
you do know this is a kid show, right?
Yes, but I'm saying like it's like the effects back then, and I'm nitpicking like the littlest stuff, but that's what I do. The effects back then, like it's no way we were mesmerized about. Oh my god, it was so cool how they caught the boomerang. It was so stiff, like you could tell they had to like just stick their hands up and they placed the boomerang in there. But when they caught it, they get shocked, they turn evil, they immediately start beefing. They go home that night. You know who knew what happened? You know who knew what happened the entire time? Zordon. They're at school finna fight. He has not told them anything. He has not told them Rita's evil plan. He ain't said nothing. He says nothing until Tommy and Jason are literally fighting to get pushed in front of each other. Alpha says, you don't have to push Tommy. It's plenty of room in here. I mean, me personally, in that little gathering hub, it's not a lot of room. If we want to be completely honest, it looks like they condensed it for that scene alone. So then all of a sudden they're having a beef, and the guys are like, "Come on, guys, come on," like the Drake and Josh meme. Come on, take it easy, man. Like that's what they're basically doing until Zordon says, "Jason and Tommy, I know what's wrong with you. You have been affected with reasons." You wait until a day later. Halfway through the afternoon to say something. You don't call the other Rangers right away and let them know. You knew the entire time. Like that doesn't make sense as a mentor. That doesn't make sense at all. Like it's so dumb. And Zordon has done that so many times through this entire first season. So much stuff can be solved if you told them what's going on from the jump.
Yeah.
The fact that they need one episode, they get, I think it's the Mutant Rangers that they're getting whooped by.
I mean, if you told them at the start, the show would be over in like 5 minutes.
Not necessarily. Because the fact that you let these two go home mad at each other and they could have done something stupid that you could have potentially prevented. I get what you're saying, 3Dub, but it's a better way of writing these situations. Sure. Because think about it, on The Flash, when Barry was whammied, when Barry got whammied, they figured it out, but it still took a while to figure out how to fix it. The fact that he knew from the jump that this is their fault. They make Alpha, they made Zordon all knowing. They make him so he can legitimately see everything, know everything. When you get to the other seasons with the other Ranger mentors, you don't have this issue.
Yeah.
You don't have this issue at all. Like the whole thing.
You got this issue. Turbo. We ain't gonna talk about that yet.
Turbo is dumb. We get past the Zordon era.
She's worse. She's worse
than Demetria. Whatever. I think her name was Demetria. Whatever her name was. When you get past the ones who are literally like God tier beings, like you like.
Well, it's not even the Zordon era because they don't have one for space.
Yeah. Like you get past that, you don't have a problem. It's crazy. It's literally. It just pissed me like it pissed me off. Like you could have solved this. You could have let them know what's going on. You literally had them go to school, and you're about to have them fight in the middle of the school hallway, and the rest of the team does not know what's going on. The fact that you know that Rita sent out evil putties that were evil versions of the Rangers, and they went to school. You knew this. They went to school. They decided to sabotage the water fountain for some reason because that's what the cool kids do, I guess. and you let the Rangers get in trouble for it.
There was
Like-
a detention that whole episode, bro.
Detention for something they did not do, and Zordon knew what was going on. It's so dumb to me.
Like I think this is a problem with the character like Zordon, and I feel like they get corrected over the years, having Mentor kind of be more just normal people who don't know everything. Zordon is just too powerful of a character to not run into these problems. Like you said, he is this all-knowing mentor. He knows everything. He can, like, if he was out of body, he could solve any problem, right? So it's like, okay, this character that knows everything is going to tell them everything, but how do we have a plot while also making that make sense? And I think sometimes it's better than others. I think the show's been doing a better job at utilizing him, mainly by not having him in it as much and having the Rangers themselves face the problems more. But like, I think, as the show goes on, actually, I think we said this weeks ago, I think the show would actually probably slightly better without Zordon, as much as I love him, and just have Alpha 5, a character who knows a lot, but does not know everything. He knows some things, kind of stuff. So,
I mean, Darren, what you just said literally happens in space. Zordon is gone and Alpha's with the team, and it works a lot better.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Cameron. Yes, I am.
I'm pretty sure we're all gonna rant.
We're all gonna rant.
Like,
you should see the group. You should see the group chat. If
the group chat's funny.
If 3Dub still had Twitter, he would be doing the same. Matter of fact, 3Dub, you're not in the group chat. Let us know what you thought about these episodes as a whole. Let us know how your frame of mind was going, because you're not in the group chat. So like, I want to know.
I slept for 3 hours.
So have you not seen any of these?
I've seen like the last 2. I like dozed out.
So I'm not the only one. Okay.
I do remember like the episodes in general, and they weren't my favorite.
They were better than others. Yeah. I want to bring up Doomsday, because we were talking a little bit about Doomsday in our group chat, and I think, Taj, you said that you agree with me. That was clearly supposed to be the season, maybe / series finale, right? It's so clearly designed as a potential end. I don't know if it was a situation where maybe they didn't know they were getting more episodes or what was going on behind the scenes, but in terms of how that episode is built, of like, there's a celebration for the Power Rangers. Oh, it's going to happen. Oh my gosh, they're so close to losing, and blah, blah, blah. All these various things. The stakes have never been higher. Rita was never closer to beating them as a team. And the episode literally ends being like, you beat her for now, Rangers, but you could maybe give up your powers if you want to. It's like, oh, this could have been the final episode of the show if they wanted to go that direction.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they didn't, obviously. But it's like, this would have felt better as a season finale. This would have been such a good season wrap up, I think.
They should start with
then the actual season finale.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
They should have started with season 2.
Angela. Like, that was your last episode.
The only defense I'll give to that episode, and like,
I think it's a decent episode, though. By the way, it just don't feel like a season finale.
It doesn't. But you know what? Like, I feel like that might work better as a season finale than I thought it would. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like some random bullshit episode. But one thing I will say is, like, Angela has been this recurring theme all through season 1. Like the whole season has been Zach trying to get with her and trying to do this.
I don't remember Angela showing up until the back half.
She's been in 5 episodes throughout
about 5, like 5 or 6. Like,
they're making like a big mistake with relationships too, because the only way you can have a fruitful relationship if you can tell the truth, and the fact that like the only 2 like that were strong enough were Tommy and Kimberly, because they were on a team and they had like full comparison. Like, there was no.
I actually disagree.
Billy's girlfriend is gone. She's out of here.
She got poofed.
Wait, hold on.
She got napped by Rita or something.
Billy had a girlfriend?
Yeah, he had a couple, because then season 2 he get like a love interest for like an episode or 2, and then she just disappears.
The only girl I remember is the one who he saved in like the first half,
Yeah.
who had like the horrible ADR voice. Oh, wait, that's another thing. The
Jason?
ADR got better.
It did.
They
Yeah.
Yeah, it
finally
did.
let the little girl voice be her voice. I was shocked. Like I was sitting there, I'm like, wait, the mouth is moving with the words. Like it's actually her. Like I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked. Like I'm happy. Like that's one highlight for me.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Like, but the fact that they just sat there and I hate in shows when you see Babu and whatever the other one is. You see
Finster
them,
or what's the other one? You
not
talking about?
Finster. The tubby one, the tubby short blue.
Oh, I
one.
forgot that one.
The fact that you see that pissed me off because they turn around. Where is she? And you see her, and where is she? And she's literally yelling, "Kimberly, help!" What do you mean? Where is she? She's in your eye line. So you see her. They're pulling her away.
Squat
You
in that
have
thing.
squat. You have enough time to get to her. Yet you sit there and you're looking back and forth with Tommy, telling us, "Oh no!" What do you mean? Oh no! Run!
Yeah.
And
That's
talk about the horrible,
yeah.
like Kimberly's horrible. Like if I was Jason David Frank, I would not have been able to keep a straight face during that cheer routine.
Oh,
Yeah,
That
it was
was-
that was really
That
crazy.
was so. I'm sitting here like this.
I
I think I covered my face. I was like, "Eee."
We
just
got
listened.
Yes, we do. We got spirit. How about you? And Jason David Frank's just like this.
He probably did laugh after they cut.
I just listened to that episode. I was like at work yesterday. I was like, I'll put on an episode. I'll just listen to it while I'm at work. And I'm like, what are we doing? But like the other cheer, she's like, "You suck, Rita. You're going down." I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
And it
And it's-
sucks because Amy Jo Johnson is like a gymnast. Like you couldn't think of something better for her to do. Like what
And
are you
then-
doing?
And then you want to know what the other bad part is? The girl literally, it's like she only had one set of lines this entire episode.
She did.
Entire episode. I'll never be as good as you. I just want to be as good as you. Oh my!
I ain't gonna lie, she was
please-
better than Kimberly. I ain't
She
gonna lie.
was, but even her dance was cringy as hell. She's sitting there the entire time. That church, and then they're just all sitting there. Especially Zach. Zach is over vibing. Zach is over vibing to her routine, and I'm sitting there looking like, Zach, bro. Like you dance better than that. Why do we keep casually forgetting that? And you want to know what else was dumb? The Dream episode where they took
Oh God.
the Dream episode where Goldar, which was clearly filler. That was filler. You could tell they had no footage.
They budget was gone. They're like they're on a ski trip for the episode. Whatever. Just like, oh God, yeah.
They go out to get some food or whatever they do, and when they get back, Zach says, "Man, I got so much energy. I could just," and then just goes into a whole dance break in front of Billy and Jason while they sit down. And for me, that was secondhand black embarrassment. I'm sorry. They're sitting there just watching them and like just watching them and smiling. You're dancing like an idiot right now for no reason.
Mhm.
It was no reason for you to be dancing. Meanwhile, Bulk and Skull their plan was to steal their study guide instead of studying. You just study yourself or ask for the notes. My whole thing, and I get they're the comedic relief. You need that slapstick comedy. But my thing with Bulk and Skull in this episode is, you know you're gonna fail. Just apply yourself a little bit. You could have studied and at least got a halfway decent grade. No, your plan is to sneak into their cabin, which means you had to follow them in drag. So bad. And then you hide under their bed for that entire day. You don't hear. Conveniently, they don't say anything about the dreams or being Rangers until they get to the girls' cabin. So what the hell did they say to each other when they woke up from the dream? What did they say to say, oh, let's go meet with the girls to not spoil anything? And even if they did say something, how did they not wake up Bulk and Skull? How did Bulk and Skull not wake up until an entire day later? They stayed asleep under that bed the entire time. Why am I trying to apply logic?
I mean, like, while we're on the Bulk and Skull thing, like, you know, like, I've talked in great detail how I've not enjoyed them much this season. I feel like they've not done a lot of great stuff. But like I said, I do think that's one of the things that in those last several, like those last 10, I did see a growth in how they were trying to write those characters, because I do think they realized, oh, they are so unlikable that no one is going to enjoy watching their characters anymore. And I saw the twist from bully to embarrassing, and I think that was a good move for them. They went from, yes, they're still technically the like bully characters, but they went from mean to more so goofy, silly, embarrassing trope for those characters. And I have two different thoughts on that, because in one way I think that's very smart. I was like, finally, I was like, oh, that's the version of the characters that I remember and that I was cheering on, I was liking. But on the opposite side of that, we've now made the Power Rangers the bullies in many of these episodes. Yeah. Where, like, sometimes they're just living their best life. They're minding their own business, and it'll be camera something like, you loser, what are you doing? I'm like, leave them alone. They're just doing themselves. It's like, come on, guys. Like, and like, this has been a theme all season. But, like, now that they're no longer as mean as they used to be in the previous ones, it comes off very shitty for some of these characters. It was like, I thought you were the good guys. Like, why are we calling them fat? Why are we calling them losers? Why are we doing all these things?
Naruto brings up the best one. The best one is when Zach was doing the magic and he constantly made Bulk like the butt of the joke. Like the I am a goon joint. I said, nah, that's just that's just
why y'all gotta do that to the black character, huh?
Cameron, with the $2 super chat.
I disagree.
Fun fact, but I do disagree. But in the comics, they do become the orange and purple Rangers.
I mean, the actor, Bulk's actor's a Power Ranger.
He is a Power Ranger. Yeah. So yeah. But I disagree. I don't think they would have been good Rangers at all.
I don't think that would have worked.
No.
Yeah. And while we're still on the subject of Bulk and Skull, the episode where they try to monopolize on Jason and Tommy's beef, and they set up set up the entire fight at the end and charged money for it. Why does anybody take them seriously at this point? Like, that was so dumb. You set up money for it. All of a sudden they hear the beep, and while we're hearing the beep, hearing the communicator go off, everybody's around 99% of the time when they hear that bam, 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 bam. Zordon calls them at horrible times all the time. The one episode that's a Tommy focused episode, his beeper, his communicator goes off while he's in class with this one teacher that starts getting the focus, and it just keeps going off. And the teacher's like, give it here right now. Your friends can call you later. I said, nobody in this room is going to be like, yo, I've heard this beat before. Why do y'all all have the same thing? It's just like, this is the worst time for this communicator to go off. 2,
I could give a pass to that.
I can't. I can't, because it goes off in class all the time.
No,
and the teacher never says nothing.
But like that kind of was broken.
Like, yeah,
right?
that's yeah. And then like you're saying like, oh, like why didn't anyone say that? Like they're in the big school, so and Tommy clearly doesn't have classes with them because
Tommy doesn't have class because what Green
I literally told you do not think about it, because literally next season he loses the green powers and dids the fucking peers, and they come back as the White Ranger. Just come back to school, like yeah, no big deal.
Yeah,
it's just like how are you progressing with your academics? Like,
I mean, he don't, because he become like a race car driver or some shit.
I wonder if some people get summer school and Tommy just not in summer school.
Tommy has to be in summer school, like at this point.
He don't need it.
He's a science teacher. He really doesn't need it.
But he used the race car money from him racing and got into college somehow. I don't know how it happened because he didn't go straight to school after that. Turbo, literally, they graduate in the first episode of Turbo. He starts driving for his uncle's like race car company or something. Like it's so ridiculous.
And then it becomes like
he becomes a
like
professor.
Dinosaur bone. Yeah,
right.
but like
Hyperforce was a like a RPG type.
It's like
game.
an RPG type of
It's an RPG game.
I've never seen it, but I know it's Andre
like
and
D&D, like you do the live action D&D.
I have to watch it.
Yeah.
But it is
Stranger Things. What they do with that, like that's pretty much what Hyperforce was.
But it is a canonical season of Power Rangers still.
Well, no, that's in the comics. That's not like in the actual show.
It's not canonical.
No.
Oh, I thought it was canon.
Interesting.
I'm
just kind of like going through here, and I'm gonna name a couple. Just I
Hold on, can I talk about the football?
He's enjoying the crash out. Yeah, please,
like, bro, dude. Like, what the fuck is this?
Please
Tommy
tell me about the football episode. I didn't see. I slept through it.
This man is a fucking martial artist. Why is he insecure over Bulk? You're not going to play the same fucking position. Bulk is big as hell. No offense, it's not even a fat joke. Like his size, he's going to be like a linebacker. Tommy, you're fast as hell. You're going to be on offense. You're going to be like a wide receiver, running back. Why are you insecure about this? And why is Ernie the one training him?
I kind of enjoyed that though. I kind of
that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, I thought that was fun, but it was just weird. It was just like, what the fuck?
It was like a random piece of his lore that's like, oh, okay.
It's like, what the hell?
And like, why do you want to, Tommy? Like why? Like any of these guys, I love them. They're awesome. None of them should have like hobbies that prohibit them from doing this stuff. Like I get you have hobbies, you have fun stuff. You shouldn't be going to tournaments when at any time a giant creature could be invading the world and you need to go up. Like you're already doing martial arts, which is amazing for him. It's incredible, whatever. But you want to add football, so you want to do martial arts, football, school, and being a Power Ranger all on your docket. That's a lot. That is a lot. And not only that, Jason makes the team. Zach also makes the team. Billy? Why is Billy playing football?
Can we talk about the fight scene in the park when they're practicing football and the putties show up and Billy's running from the putties with the football? Bro, it's so fucking bad. First of all, Zach carried that fight. He was the only person. Like Walter was doing his thing with the choreography. Jason was whack. I think I said this in the group chat the other day. Like I was going to fuck off in the group chat. I was just like, yo, like Jason fighting ass, bro. Kimberly had like one trick. Trini is terrible. I love Twee. I love her so much, but they did not do her justice with the choreography. And then Billy can't fight. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Who wins? MMPR versus Green Arrow with no prep time? And who? Like that's kind of a mismatch.
Yeah, because Mighty Morphin Power Rangers have powers against.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're like super soldiers on crack. Like, especially if you can like compare, like if you say Green Arrow in the comics versus the Power Rangers in the comics, like no, they're. That's why I was saying it's OP. Like that's
if we're going like a better conversation would be like Jason versus Oliver or something like that. I'd be like, okay, maybe there's
I'm biased.
A world.
Green Arrow wins.
But also you could be like Dino Zordon.
How about Tommy Oliver versus Green Arrow? How about that one?
Oh, it's no.
Tommy.
He no diffs Oliver. I'm sorry. Even if you take Show Tommy versus Show Oliver, I'm sorry. Tommy's beating that ass.
I think it's a funner conversation if you take the powers away a little bit and like
Tommy's
just
beating that
fight. Yeah, if it's like Tommy and Oliver, just like
I love Oliver, but we can assume that Tommy trained for years prior to him showing up. Like you can tell in him doing it. Oliver had them 5 years, and as we saw from them 5 years, he wasn't training that whole time. At least not all of it. So Tommy versus Bronze Tiger. Tommy still wins, but it's like a mid diff. Like he has some difficulty with him.
So I want to talk a little bit about Billy. Billy having a fear. Billy having a fear of fish. Billy in the one episode where it's just I forgot what villain they were fighting, but like I've dealt with the dialogue and how they write him, but The villain is literally jumping down, and this man says, "Look, he's descending." What? What? She's having a cathartic infraction. What? Dog, just talking. No, like it's for the bit that Trini has to translate your nerd jargon, but it's getting old, dog.
Yeah.
Like come on, man. Like, let's be for real. Like, it's getting old. You're scared of fish, but all of a sudden you get over your fear of fish. But Rita uses that against you.
It's weird because that stops in season 2. They don't keep doing that little stick, like where she like translate what he's saying. Like he don't need to talk like that in season 2.
Yeah.
Good.
I think
Good.
a lot. There's like a
irritating.
lot in this first season that I sit here being like, I don't remember Mighty Morphin being like this, and it's like, oh, because it wasn't the staple moving forward. Here's the weird thing about that episode, because that was stupid as hell. That was dumb as hell. But I do think that was the first episode that was kind of the like start of that new era that I've been talking about, and I think I enjoyed that episode just because it felt fresh again. And like for the first time in a while, a character had an arc in an episode, which I hadn't done in a while outside of the like Tommy stuff. And like, as stupid as the fish thing was, why is he scared of fish? I don't know. He like can't even eat fish. That's kind of crazy. Right. But also it's like,
I don't do some shit. I don't know. Who knows? That's kind of
dialogue was written by Bill Nye.
Bill Nye has better goddamn dialogue than this, bro. Hell no.
And then at the end, like when they show his catch of the day, here come Bulk and Skull, and why Bulk entrusted Skull to do something right, I don't know. He tells him to go buy a really big fish, and Skull pulls out a can of tuna. Like, you can't be that dumb. Like. That's why it borders on the line of like they just started writing them as overly stupid. Like they wanted to put a damn hoagie in the time capsule to show people in the future how they used to eat. It would be rotten, you idiots. And let's not talk. Can you pull up the picture, Darren?
I don't think we should.
What picture? What picture? I'm so scared.
The like bulk screenshot I took
with the man, like the fact that Skull is just like squirting the man and then just aims it at his face.
There's a lot of scenes like this in the season. Yeah. There are a lot where if I pause it, I could be like,
yeah. But my thing is, why even do that? You know, you're making a sandwich. What would possess you to even like? That's not something that goes through a normal brain.
Do we think? And we've talked about this before, and like we had said, it probably wasn't them doing it on purpose. But do you think stuff like that was intentional? Like the adults on the show was like, "Hey, this be a funny joke," or do you think it was all innocent and we're just taking it out of context because we're adults watching a kid show?
Both. I think it might be a bit of both. Like, hey, this could be a funny stick, but then some stuff will happen. Maybe they didn't mean it to look a certain way, and it ended up there. Yeah, so I think it's a bit of both.
Is it bad?
Goddamn season, bro. Yep. I'm so happy with this season, man. Like I can't. I will say that Jason's acting got better in the back half.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah,
I think so.
Like you can tell it got better. Like the episode with him and Tommy beefing, like when they're like teaching karate together, like his acting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he's acting with someone better than him. Like JDF is easily better than him. He just got the it factor. It is what it is. Or like Walter, like his acting is better. By himself though, it's bad.
That's why I've said, like I've said since day one, Jason works better as second in command.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, and like we can talk about like Tommy here in a second, but in that back half, Tommy becomes the lead of the show. It's like
he becomes the main character. Yeah.
They don't even try to make Jason the leader, and I bet that's very insulting for Austin, who was probably promised the leadership role. But everyone goes to talk to Tommy. Everyone hangs out with Tommy. They give him.
He became so popular.
Song.
Yeah, as people who were alive during that time, me and Lance could confirm. Like the popularity for Tommy once he got introduced was through the goddamn roof. Like
he was the Urkel of the show, like the legitimate
in a good way.
In a good way. Like,
But
but Cameron Walker says, I found the answer for why the show didn't do Ernie and Zordon because the producers like the joke of fat guys on over juice bar. That tracks because back
That's
then that
fucked
type of stuff was welcome. Like that's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
But that type of stuff was welcome.
that wouldn't work today.
Yeah, it wouldn't. We talking about TMNT. Let's go. Tomorrow, we're gonna be talking about that TMNT news tomorrow on Party Nation, though. We're gonna be talking about that
show. Or
Couple
whatever
seasons,
that's
we got some TNNT episodes to watch.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Yeah.
nah, we not a couple seasons. We got like 4 seasons before we get there.
4 or 5, yeah.
We got
But
4, 'cause
either way it
season
goes,
2, 3, Zio, Turbo.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That TMNT news though is crazy. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like-
yeah. That I agree, Tony. That's why the dynamic works better in Zio. Because Jason, he's not a. I'm sorry, he never gave off main character or
No.
lead
Yeah.
vibes. Like I think Zach, like it feels like, and I'm pretty sure Darren, you'll probably agree with me. Like it's like once Tommy came in, he became like kind of the pseudo main, and then like Zach is like right under him. Like it's them two. They're the best characters in season.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that like final episode when it's like
When it's just them two,
it's
and they
like
doing the double
Zach,
dating stuff. Yeah,
Tommy, and Kimberly, like that trio feels like
Yeah.
the main trio of the show. And it's like
Mhm.
I feel bad because in theory I liked Austin St. John besides the controversies and
you
shit like
notice
and
that what you just said, they're the 3 best actors of the season, though. So that
Yeah.
probably is the reason why that happened.
Yeah,
Sadly.
and then Billy is iconic in his own way because
He get better. He get
because
better
he's
after
Billy, right? And then
Yeah.
it's like, unfortunately, and maybe this it gets better in the first half of next season. Trini also just doesn't get good shit, in my opinion. Like
At
I think
all.
she
At all.
consistently gets the.
He's so fucking stereotyped. It's not even funny, man.
It's
Like, it sucks.
You're right. You are 100% right because all of her stories are about like martial arts and like this deep history with the martial arts,
Yeah.
and some of that's good. Like I'm not saying it's all bad episodes, but give her a regular goddamn episode. Give her a story. I don't think she's had an episode yet that I think proves like, oh, this is why she's a member of this team. This is
Yeah.
why she's a good and interesting character. It's like even Jason has had good episodes, in my opinion. I am
Yeah.
yet to have an episode where I'm like, oh yes, I love Trini. I love the actress. I love her history within Power Rangers, but her as a character, I don't care, and that's a bad thing. That
Yeah.
sucks.
And it sucks too, because like when Adam comes in, Adam gets a storyline where like a family heirloom gets taken or something. It's like National Heritage Day or something, and he brings like something from his family, and it gets taken, and so they focus on that. But like when we get to Zio, like Adam, he has like a rivalry with this dude doing martial arts and all of this stuff. I'm like, why didn't Trini get anything? And I love Johnny Bosch, so it is.
Speaking of Trini, Trini's storyline led to another dumb Bulk Skull thing with me when she was getting trained in the art of the mantis.
Yeah.
But her fighting didn't get any better
at all. Random as hell. Because even outside of the suit, she doesn't fight like that.
Yeah, she's
so
not good.
that was dumb. That was dumb. But the fact of Bulk Skull telling us we can create our own fighting style and then we can charge money for it. And they say we watch what the cockroach. Like, come on, dog. Like, we watch what the cockroach does and we do it. And what is the first thing that Skull does for comedy? Lays on the floor and pretends like he's one of the dying cockroaches. Why in your brain did you think that was what he meant? Like it's just like what they do is dumb.
Animal, why the fuck did you choose a roach?
And then trying to charge people for that? Like, come on.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, I don't know.
Because you see Trini doing something.
And I think this is the only time we see all the characters' parents too.
Yes.
Like in that one episode. That was the only time.
Ever. Like we never.
And guess who wasn't in that episode? Fucking Tommy.
Yeah.
Because he's
Tommy
adopted.
Was in it. Tommy
he was adopted. He was made of mini-chlorians. He was the chosen one.
That was Return of a Friend, right? That was like the Tommy episode.
He showed up in the episode. I can't remember.
Yeah, like that's where he gets his powers back, and then he like shows up at the end, being like, "Hey, I'm Kim's boyfriend. How's it going?"
Yeah, but like he wasn't really in the episode. That's what I'm saying. Like they
sure.
It killed me though because
they didn't do anything with him.
It killed me though because after that he's like after that like a few episodes before that, like they after they first call him back, and Kim is like, like that they need help or whatever. And Kim's like, well, what about Tommy? Oh, well, he has to preserve his power. Next episode, you proceed to have him in every damn episode after that. What happened to using his power sparingly? He's using it in every episode.
Well, I do think the monsters got a little bit more difficult too. I will say that. Like, but I don't know.
I kind of liked that one. Let me look. Which one was it?
Also, I'm not gonna lie. Rewatching this, and Tommy and Kimberly's relationship is so overhyped and overrated because I can't even tell they're in a relationship half the time.
Not this season, no.
No, even next season. Like I can't. At least the first half. When he come back as the White Ranger, you can tell a little bit more. Like when they start feeling like a relationship.
Guess who's back?
When she faints and he picks up her head and the whole like,
but like
that
they
was
feel
so
more like a relationship once he comes back and he's the White Ranger. But then she leaves in season 3, so it's like, what was the point?
Maybe it's all in my head. I feel more chemistry from Jason and Tommy than I do Kimberly and Tommy. Like there's that.
Oh no, listen, Darren, I actually agree with you. Like in terms of
there is the
energy,
episode.
It's something there. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe because they was beefing in real life, so you can feel it.
There's like an enemies to lovers thing, like deep down there somewhere. Like there's the episode, there's the like soccer episode where like Jason's getting his ass beat, and like Tommy comes in and is like, I'm going to avenge you, Jason. I'm gonna come on here, and I was like, okay, all right. Like I don't like
tone. They do
what's
got
going on here. I don't know
because I actually think Kimberly has better like chemistry with like Jason or Zach or whatever. Like I think she has better chemistry there. I don't know. It's just weird. They get better at romances later. It's
for sure.
Yeah, in space, time force. They
I like Kat over Kimberly.
I do too. I prefer her. Like, and she gets hated, and I'm like, man, I guess we're in the minority. She was a more fleshed out character. Like, the Kat was just better to me.
Yeah, like I understand.
I'm a Kat person.
Like Kim is just iconic in every sense.
Yeah, she
like,
is. She's the first. It makes sense.
Yeah, there's no beating. And like, here's the thing. Like, I think the back half of this season and the beginning of next season will always be the most iconic Power Rangers that will ever be at any time. It just is as simple as this. These 5 and Tommy as that addition will there would be no one that beats that iconicness for people. And I get it. I think that's why I've been enjoying this stuff so much, even when the quality isn't up to par. Because there is something just so iconic about this team and these suits and how they talk and this era is so iconic in its own right.
It's iconic, but I will say none of the original 5 are number 1 at their color. I'm sorry, hell no. I hate when people say that.
The only one that is even like a conversation is Zach.
I think it's Billy.
Okay, maybe.
I
need to rewatch. Again, this is why I'm excited for this because I know the first couple seasons.
You might be right
shows.
about Zach too.
Zach's
I'm thinking about Black
Zach
Rangers, and I'm like, he might be top 2 at his color.
Yeah. I still wish Zach could have stayed.
It's like him, but then we don't get Adam, so it's like unless you make Adam the Red Ranger, but
then there's Rocky, and I like Rocky too.
I do like Rocky. I think Rocky's overhated too. See, that's what I'm saying. It's hard. Like it's like if you change one thing, you know.
I know it's tough.
It sucks, yeah.
But I've been watching a lot of since starting the show. I've got so many videos recommended to me and so many interviews, and I've been hearing about the behind the scenes beef that happened next season and that transition. It's like, man, that really is unfortunate, and it's like I do wonder what
money shit. Yeah,
what would have happened with Mighty Morphin?
Cheap, man.
Yeah. Very, very, very.
That sucks, bro.
Yeah. What else was it about these episodes? All in all, season one is a mixed bag. All in all,
100%.
But going into it, I think somewhere deep down I expected that because honestly, yes, this team is iconic as far as they're the first Rangers.
Yeah.
But growing
I think they're
up,
the most overrated.
This isn't the team that I remember from Mighty Morphin. Adam, Aisha.
Yeah,
those
the
are the
one.
The season
the transfer team was when I was at the age to be able to watch it 3 years old or whatever. That's when I was like, okay, these are the guys.
Yeah,
I feel like they fit better too. I don't know if that's like a hot take, but I feel like
I do too. I do.
I feel like they hit like they
do.
fit into the
Yeah.
group better. Like I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
But,
like this is the most iconic, but I have been agree. I think that second act team just operates better.
and let me just say, unmorphed. That's too more. Is a lot of body.
Hey Alpha, how are you doing?
I'm telling you that. Like fires.
But like seriously though, like I was just about to talk about the unmorphed fights, especially towards the back half when they're fighting the mutant rangers. Jason was so hurt he didn't have a mutant ranger. I just want to throw that out there. He was so hurt. He didn't have a copy. He was so hurt. But the unmorphed fight between Tommy and his, you felt you felt his hits. You legitimately felt his hits. Like, I love that. You could tell, and then you see the dust flying off the putties. That wasn't always there towards the beginning of the season. So that's an added thing to make it seem. Because remember what I said in the group. I hate the fact that they're supposed to be like bricks. Like,
no,
you hear them when
clay.
they hit them. Like clay, like hardened clay. Like, and you hear it when they're punching them. But they're in these cloth pajamas and rubber masks, so it takes me out of it. So and then like some of these putties, the putties got colder. Like the putties got stronger. They were putting up better fights.
They shapeshift now.
They shapeshift. They're learning how to talk.
Okay. Wait. We got to talk about that stupid pig episode really quickly.
No, why is the pig? Why did they bring back the pig and act like we hadn't seen that same pig monster? Except this time he's not eating garbage.
That episode confused me so much because like she was the like putty turned into the old lady. Where did the putty get the pig? But where did that whole backstory come from? Why was it cursed? Where did this monster like? It's so many various things. I was like,
yeah. And then at the end of the episode, the pig turned into a regular pig.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I was confused because this was the first time that I legitimately fell asleep while watching this group of episodes.
It was one of the worst ones.
When I woke up, I said, did I go back to the beginning of the season on my remote? Why is there a pig? Like, y'all remember I sent y'all the message to the group chat. I'm like, wait, the pig is back?
It felt like they ran out of budget again. And they ran out of budget. Oh, shit. Bring this one back. Just use that footage. It's fine.
The literal fight scene was the same. That's why it confused me. So I'm like, so we're not defeating it this time. Oh, what's happening? Like, I've seen this before. I've heard this fight dialogue before. What's happening? Then I remember when you said it seemed like they cut down, like they ran out of money. I'm like, you know what? This tracks. The fact that you had to reuse a monster. And yes, I know certain seasons have reused monsters, especially the Nickelodeon seasons. They use monsters from the Disney era. So I thought it was that I'm used to.
Yeah,
not
but
in
that's
the same season.
That's a different monster to like a
that's
new
bringing
show.
a different monster, but not in the same exact season. Like that was that was weird. So I think all in all from this season, we can say Bulk and Skull annoying as hell, regardless, but then turned into bullying. Like it got bad. Can we talk about the fact that they literally gave Bulk a fat joke when they were in detention? Because it made he said, let's see what mom packed me. The fact that he put that lunch pail over there and just kept reaching, kept digging.
He pulled out a big ass sandwich.
Bro, what's up with him and these gigantic hoagies? And then the simple fact that you set yourself up for Skull to let that pop go in your face because you shook it up, you dummy. Yeah. So he says, Bulk, I'm hungry. So you give him something to drink, and the dummy is happy to have something to drink.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Skull, they're not dumb. So why?
No. He's not dumb. He's just selfish. He's like, fine, I'm not giving you my food. Here's a fucking drink. Deal with it, bitch. And it's like, okay.
Like, it don't make no sense for him to have that much food. That much food was insane. I said, bro, why were you okay with this? Like, this is a joke at your expense.
Like in the 90s, I feel like was a big period of like fat phobicness and stuff like that. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
it's just this show does that a lot. They do it with Ernie, they do it with their teacher, they do it with Bulk. It does it a lot. And I'm not upset by it because I know that was the era of these kind of things, but it's very apparent like a lot of their jokes were at the expense of, you know, like
I'm
queer
tired of the
people
teacher's
and
toupee.
you know, like a lot of these things. Like
I'm tired of his toupee. I'm tired
Yeah.
of the toupee getting blown off every other
oh
day.
God.
I know the actor is like, oh, we're doing this again. The fact that Bulk says I'm allergic to dust. No, you're not allergic to dust. Everybody sneezes when dust comes around. Like that, that didn't make. I said no, you just sneeze. And why is your sneeze that powerful to blow off his hairpiece? Are you a metahuman?
That principal does so much for that school.
He
does
substitute teacher. He goes to the rec center to host events, bro.
He's
like
the only employee.
except for the other lady.
Yeah,
She's not
Mrs.
there
Appleby.
half of the time. She's
Miss-
like
Miss-
she's
what is her name?
absent.
Miss
She's just
Appleby.
teaching.
Is that what
Yeah.
her fucking name is? So
Weatherby
stupid.
or something.
It's like Appleby or something
Yeah.
crazy.
I guarantee you, he had to hide in his office when payday came around. That's why they left.
Yeah, and it
But like
sucks because then after
yeah.
they leave, they get the union stuff.
Yeah, so it's like,
fucked up.
nah, that is messed up. That was very messed up. But like, wait, it was something else I wanted to bring up before we go. Ernie, the juice bar, randomly having to go out of business.
That was funny.
That was so dumb.
Wait,
Zach's like, I can't believe there's a sign in here saying he's getting ready
it
to go out of
can't
business.
go out of business. It's attached to the school. So wouldn't the school go out of business?
Yes. It did not make sense at all.
That bit is very silly. I was kind of okay with it in the moment though, just because we don't know shit about Ernie, right? Like he keeps to himself. He's very enclosed, right? So I was okay with that at the time. But now that you mentioned that it's attached to the school, that is dumb as hell. Yeah.
And then the whole dog thing with the flea, and Bulk and Skull says, "Oh, we see the dog, so we're just gonna steal the dog." You're gonna steal the dog from the people that found the dog. So not only are you incompetent bullies, you're willing to commit felonies. You're willing to steal and lie because you think that's cool. Like that's weird behavior. And now you're itchy. Now you're itchy. Or when they stole the trophy because they didn't win the tug of war. Honestly, that tug of war match was not fair, like at all. You have a team of 5 super soldiers against Bulk, Skull, randomly Angela having this awkward sexual tension with Zach over this tug of war match, and of course the Rangers win. So then you steal the trophy. Rita said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna turn this trophy into my monster!" Turns the trophy into a lamb lion weird hybrid thingy that can control the weather. I don't know where the power and what the thing actually is, like coincides, but I let it go. But the fact that Bulk and Skull literally sat there and just jumped into a swamp, and then they came back, and the fact that like they tell them like come on guys, we're your friends. You like to use the friend bit when you guys get in trouble, and then you do the exact opposite. You call the Rangers nerds. You call them dumb. Like you go out your way to pick on them. So Darren, I get what you're saying with that much as well. You go out of your way to pick on them, but then when they turn around and do it to you, it's like it makes the Rangers look like it was no through line. It was no evenness with that.
Agreed.
Oh, Maddie. No, I'll stay away from that. But it's just certain things that happen in this first season that watching Power Rangers in all these years, you can tell they figured it out later on. I think the most annoying comedy duo after Bulk and Skull was Trevor and Monty, or whatever his name was, in Ninja Steel. I think that was the worst ones for me.
Yeah.
Everybody else had a good balance. Cassidy and Devin, Ben and Betty. They were legitimately hilarious. Like they were hilarious, and they were not bullies. Your comedy duo does not need to be bullies. And honestly, I don't. Bulk and Skull got better over time because I don't remember them being like just straight up assholes for no reason.
Yeah.
They weren't. After this season, it's like when they start getting their development.
Yeah. I guess the last one I really have thoughts on I wanted to bring up was the Trick or Treat episode. And I wanted to bring that up because I actually kind of like that the characters don't get what they want in this episode, right? That's the one with like the little game show and stuff like that, and Kimberly's in the game show, and it's dumb. Like one of the most popular game shows in the world, they said, is just two people from their high school. Like that's dumb as hell. Whatever. But like I kind of like the idea that like she had to sacrifice her win to do this thing, and Tommy had to sacrifice his competition to come in and save the day. And I think that's a really good lesson to kids, to be like, sometimes you really want things, some things you want things to go your way, but you also have responsibilities, and you have to adhere to the responsibilities that you've put on yourself. And I think that is I think that's one of like the better lessons that they've been really able to shoehorn in here. A lot of the lessons that they've done on the show are very, I won't even say forced, but they're very like surface level, where it's like, hey, don't litter, and it's like, all right, we know that, guys, thanks, you know. And I felt like this was one of them that's like, oh, okay, that's kind of pretty good. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And speaking of this Trick or Treat episode, another nitpick. If you're gonna cheat, don't say it out loud when you're walking by people that work on the show. You're walking and say, Skull, the only way to win is we have to cheat.
And also, would that work? Like, if you're on Family Feud and the other team walks out, that doesn't make the other team the winner. There's like, well, no one's the winner. The game's over. We're doing another shoot day, right? Like that's not how game shows work. I don't think you can be disqualified. You can be disqualified, but it's like, I don't think that would have made Skull the winner.
Yeah. Oh, when Zach's trying to figure out how to get old girl some pearls.
Yeah, then he buy stuff from the homeless guy, which is fucking putty or some shit.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he says, man, I didn't think pearls would be that expensive.
Well, I mean, it is the 90s.
Still, pearls, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah.
They're not even dating yet, by the way.
Trying to buy this girl.
He was
pearls.
If I was her, I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? We haven't even kissed. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I mean, it kind of works, I guess, right? But like, I guess things were different back then, right? But also, it's like a little weird, bro. Like, you're rushing things a lot, buddy.
That man Zach was horny, bro. He gotta chill.
Yeah, but guys, this is not meant to be a long stream at all. Yep. I think we covered mainly all the bases. I want to thank everybody who participated today. Thank everybody for the super chats. We will be live tomorrow for Party Nation. Have a couple of, not even a couple of topics. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow. I think this is the most news that we have gotten in a while. Ironheart, the Superman trailer did drop after Party Nation. I don't care. The TMNT stuff, the Paramount stuff in general. That all that Paramount stuff. I want to talk about the fact that Shamar Moore figured out how to save his bacon again. Like, Jesus Christ, that's
crazy.
And
you got a whole spinoff, the SAG stuff with the Darth Vader stuff. It's a lot to talk about. Like news. This was a good news week from last Tuesday until now. So yeah,
Party Nation partaking tomorrow in the Superman conversation because I don't care.
You do care.
I don't.
Are people pissing you off that they don't seem to know how Green Lantern constructs work?
No, because I ain't been seeing nothing.
like people are mad because he made the construct appear and it wasn't connected to the ring, but constructs aren't tethered to the ring all the time.
That's because they don't read. They wouldn't know. So
it's weird. It's weird.
They've never been super attached. Yeah, they're formed from it, but it's not like who cares?
Yeah, but like,
Pull up Cody's comment just out of curiosity.
I know you're a long way. You are a long ways away from it, but watch SPD last because it's the last canonical team.
I don't think so either. But it is funny that show takes place in 2025, which we are currently in, which is crazy.
Because like that doesn't. Oh my God, that does not make sense because Cosmic Fury was in 2024.
Yeah. So they should like re-aired.
This show
now.
but those do come out like all around each other, like the once in the once and always special.
Yeah, because they were
like
setting
Adam,
up
like Adam and Aisha, like works for like a SPA or something. So it's being created. So it's probably in its infancy. Like
yeah.
So like it's still there, but
it's interesting to think that there would be multiple teams operating at the same time, even though we never see that much. But like in various different locations, series. That'd be cool.
But I'm not talking about the Superman stuff tomorrow. Y'all got that. Y'all can have it.
Tasha's gonna chime in a little bit.
I'm not, bro. I'm tired of this shit. Just drop the movie. I don't care about these jealous.
I'm also trying to get into that early premiere screening. I'm trying to get tickets for that.
I'm gonna be negative. That's why.
I want you to be negative. This is an all-inclusive stream.
Because it's gonna be this movie for me is gonna be like Black Adam, where
that's a terrible.
No. Hear me out because I was about to explain it and you cut me off. So where I'm more interested in seeing the side characters more, like seeing them in actual stuff, than the main person. We've had good Superman stuff. I'm really over Superman. I'm Superman out. We just lost Superman and Lois. Like, I'm good. I'll pass.
You're still gonna watch the movie.
I am gonna watch the movie, but what does that have to do with anything? Who was calling me, bro? Chill.
Your girlfriend.
I don't have one.
Oh, I thought. Oh, guys, in other news, Taj said he's jumping back in the dating pool. So if you are interested, I am taking applications for him. I'm his designated.
No, he is
wingman.
not. I never agreed to this.
I'm his designated wingman, and
I've never had a wingman. Superman is a no for Taj. You know what? It might be. I don't hate Superman. I'm just Superman out. Like, I'm bored of his character. I want new stuff. I get that they have to start this universe off with Superman. I get it. But I don't care. Green Lantern come out, I'm gonna be hyped for that. Supergirl come out, I'm gonna be hyped for that.
Oh, Millie Alcott confirmed that she rapped Supergirl already.
Yeah. They've been done.
I did not know that.
Is calling me, Cameron. I'll be goddamn. I don't roll that way.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna no freak offs for me.
I mean, why not?
I know a grandmother who's interested in a man like you, Tosh. Is she good looking?
Hey, Maddie has been on one all day. I don't know who pissed at his cornflakes, but he is hilarious.
I ain't gonna lie, video games starting to get expensive, man. I could use a sugar mama. See, I'm not the only person. Serenity feel the same way I do. Oh, but not for the same reasons. I don't trust them with this. Oh, see, I don't feel like that. But the side characters, I want to see them. We've never seen Hawk Girl done justice.
Yeah, but we also have not seen a hopeful. I mean,
this had hopeful Superman.
No, I'm saying like he's saying Serenity is saying like he doesn't like feeling this Superman. What's not to? It's Superman. I don't get the costume. The costume is going to be a different taste for everybody, but it's what we got. Like I personally, I just don't like the collar because I feel like collars on costumes are dumb. I didn't like the collar on
like the whole suit
and Brian Pattinson. I mean, what's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
That's what I said, Robert Pattinson.
No, you didn't. You said Brian.
You can't prove that.
You just said it. It's on stream.
No, it's not. Three
I'm gonna
dubs.
go back. Nah, three dubs. Leave it in.
Three dubs.
Leave it in.
Three dubs.
Yeah, I'm saying. See, Tony, get what I'm
You
saying.
haven't picked me yet.
Shut up.
That's how I am. I'm like that with Spider-Man too. Like, will I go see the new
So you
Spider-Man?
hate Tom?
Sure.
So you hate Tom Holland?
No, but I'm tired of Spider-Man. We've gotten, bro.
Oh, so you want to kiss Zendaya? So you want to kiss Zendaya?
What the hell is going on here?
I'd play devil's advocate to say he hasn't been done on screen, like on the big screen, in a very, very long time.
We just had Superman and Lois
on the big screen. I'm saying, like
no,
in the movies.
No. I get that, but I'm talking about for us.
I get that. I get that.
For me personally, I'm just like, all right, we've gotten good Superman stuff. I'm kind of over it. I want to see something else. But I get why they have to start it with Superman. I get it.
Yeah.
But we've seen this story. Superman and Lois have done this story.
Which is good. It's not going to be like an origin story, right? It's hopefully going to be a fresh take on the character.
But I'm saying, like, the government not trusting Superman, we've seen it like a few times already. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Get something else, please. Like, I'm not. Like, Fantastic Four, I'm more hyped for that. Why? Because we have not gotten a good Fantastic Four movie or animated series.
The first movie was good, and World's Finest
Nah, man, it got its charm for the 2000s, bro, and we enjoy it, sure. But Fantastic Four, no, like, stop. Like, come
Fan
on.
Four Stick was freaking amazing. Like,
best movie because you don't even believe that.
Thank you, 3 dubs.
You know,
you're welcome.
He don't believe that.
Well, you know, to be fair, I did fall asleep in the theater. So.
Yeah, like Tony said, like with MMPR, like he's sick of that team. It's like you want newer stuff, and I'm like that too.
Yeah, I guess I'm like that with Blade. I'm sick of Blade.
Blade ain't been in nothing.
I'm sick of Blade. I'm sick of Luke Cage. Like, come on, man.
So you just being racist.
Sick of Blade.
I ain't gonna be racist to your own people, bro. You
Lance hates Ironheart.
He remind me of Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks. That's
well,
exactly
would you be okay? Fine. I'm sick of Shang-Chi. I'm sick of Yuri.
Got those characters.
I'm sick of Yuri Watanabe and the girl that 3 dubs think is Yuri Watanabe.
That don't really have anything. I'm bringing up a character who's been in existence in live action for almost 40 years.
But
like,
see,
no.
3 dubs. And Darren knows this about me. Darren, who's my favorite DC character?
Flash.
Is your
Black
name Darren?
Lightning?
No, it's Flash. Like I personally, I don't care for Superman. I'm just excited to get another big screen film. Like, honestly, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't have cared about Superman and Lois. You want to know why I cared about Superman and Lois?
Because it was good.
No. Besides that,
Tyler Hoechlin was in it.
Yes, that's the only reason why I cared about the CW Superman. Like, I it's Tyler. Like, that's my boy. Like, me and him, we go back to diapers, bro. Like
other than that, Teen Wolf with him too. I get it, but still,
other than that, I don't have a plethora of Superman comics. I have a plethora of Flash comics. I like Flash is my. It's just something about super speed and a guy that can swing around, you know, squirting out white sticky substance from his wrist that does it for me. Those are my favorite 2 heroes. Always have been. Always will be. But it's like
not mine, so I don't care.
No, I'm just saying, like
But even the Flash, look at the Flash. We've not had a good live action Flash outside of Grant Gustin, but you can go with.
Then you just contradicted yourself.
No, like I didn't get to finish. You cut me off anyway. But it's two in terms of Flashes that we grew up with. It's 2 different ones that we grew up with. We had Wally West on the animated series, and then we had Barry Allen in the live action series. And yeah, we had Wally West in live action too, but like, yeah. But you get what I mean. Like, we grew up with 2 different Flashes. It's different. We had 2 different ones, 2 different characters, 2 different stories. No, Shang-Chi does have a different, like, he has a ton of comics, but
he's appeared in 1 project in the MCU.
I'm confused on what that person was trying to say.
But even then, it's like with comics, you can just not read those comics. Like, there's tons of characters you can watch or read.
Like the Batman movie. I'm not hyped about that one. Like the Brave and the Bold with Damian Wayne. I can't stand Damian Wayne. Fuck him. I hope he get neutered or some shit. I don't know, man. I can't stand Damian Wayne.
I mean, I hate the Signal. Not because he's black, but I just hate the Signal.
Dang, you're going after his manhood.
Like I hate the Signal because like Duke
I had to
Thomas
think about who the
is
Signal was. And
Duke,
then,
Duke
yeah.
Thomas.
I know
I
who it
hate
is now, but
I hate that
yeah.
character because they basically made him be part of the Bat family that goes out in the daytime. It's dumb. It's dumb to me.
Yeah, but he also got powers too, though. So
He has powers now.
yeah, he been had powers for a while.
No,
now.
he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
At first, when they were first
Not when they
introduced
first
him, we are
introduced
Robin.
him, but a little bit later. Like a
When
little
did
later,
he
got
get powers?
I forgot the exact powers he can like have. It's not like nothing super crazy, but like I forgot what it is. But yeah, because he's like the only Robin with powers.
Oh
Or
my God.
yeah, but yeah,
Oh
like
my
we
God.
see Nightwing show up in the DCU. I'm sitting in the front.
We are, but
I
they
think he is
did-
in that movie.
But no, but they did say that Damian Wayne is the Robin of the.
He is
Teen
the
Titans.
Robin.
No,
yeah.
but I'm saying that's my favorite character. Like Dick Grayson is my
Give me
favorite
Tim
DC
Drake.
character.
Give me Tim Drake.
I would love to see Tim
especially
Drake.
especially from Titans.
No, I want that one. But
That's why I'm
give me-
excited for Brave and the Bold, because it's going to be like the Bat family. Like this is going to be a Batman.
Yeah, but
we've never seen in live action.
But here's the
before.
thing, though: are you more excited for Batman or the Bat Family?
I'm excited for both, but like Bat family
Oh, okay.
too. Yeah,
I'm more
I'm
excited for
not
the
the
Bat Family.
I'm not a huge Batman guy. I'm with Batman like you are with Superman, but I'm excited to see this version of Batman in live action because we've never got the like very comic booky Batman the animated series
Okay.
done justice.
Okay, I can level with you on that because at least with Superman movies, there hasn't really been a bad one. Like people don't hate Man of Steel; it's okay, but like whatever. But Batman, after like the first two, them Joe Schumacher ones was terrible. Like it was a while, and even the Christian Bale ones, like I like them, but like they're not like they don't feel like Batman movies. They feel like rich guy in suit movies. Like they don't.
I have still never seen a live action Batman that I look at them and be like, oh, that's Batman to me.
Yeah,
like there
I'm the
are
same
people
way.
playing Batman, but like it's not what I
Yeah.
imagine Batman to be.
But last thing I'll say is like the only reason why I'm excited for Superman is because after Man of Steel, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and after Superman and Lois, we're getting a different take, and we haven't had a Superman movie since Man of Steel.
2012.
So that's why I'm more so excited. Like we're getting a more hopeful take. Not to say that Superman and Lois wasn't hopeful, but at the same time, it was a more serious take on the character. Not to say that Superman 2025 won't be serious or have serious moments, because I mean, look at what he's legitimately dealing with in the film. So I mean, all we can hope for at the end of the day, is that it's good.
I'm pretty sure it'll be good. I'm just not that hype.
Fair enough.
Like I'm just, they announced a fucking Nightwing movie. I'm gonna be talking about that shit all goddamn day. I don't give a goddamn who it is.
The Teen Titans movie, which will be Dick Grayson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm hyped for
I
that.
am very
That's my
excited
favorite
for that.
team. That's my favorite team in
Yeah.
comics. So I'm hyped for that.
I'm excited for that. Yeah.
If they don't announce a new Cyborg, I'm gonna be mad.
After seeing Forever, I need Lovey Simone to play Bumblebee in the live action DCU. She looks like the fucking character. She had like puffballs or like her little press thing for that show. Like if you see what she looked like, Darren, you'd be like, okay, yeah, I see it. I love a good picture of her though, because I've been.
I love
online
Jace
lately.
Fox. I love Jace Fox Batman because he basically told all the other heroes like,
who the fuck is Jace Fox?
Like fuck you. Like I don't care about what you're doing. I'm protecting my city. That's all I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. He was he's Lucius and Luke's he's Luke's brother and Lucius's other son.
I didn't think he had another son. Is that something that's new? Because I don't remember that being a thing.
It's the last couple of years, I think.
Last couple of years, he became the Batman of New York.
Oh,
Yeah.
When
that's
Bruce
why I
was,
don't know.
he became Batman when Bruce was missing. But it was just when Bruce was missing all his
He was
money.
missing a lot, I feel.
He wasn't missing. He was missing his money, so he had to like. I think it was something along the lines of like they faked Batman's, like he faked his death.
I need a Green Arrow movie.
He faked Batman's death, not Bruce's death. But
I need a Green Arrow movie. That's what I need.
Well, we thought we were getting the Green Arrow until.
No,
Garrett
that dude.
Dillahunt.
When I looked up his age, bro, I was like, he way too old, bro. I'm good.
Yeah.
I need somebody like their late 30s.
But let's save.
If I was white, I would
superhero
audition.
talk. I could see it. I could see it. You just being
You know,
all
grow my
pink.
goatee a little bit out.
Yeah. But let's save this DC talk for tomorrow, guys. I know you guys.
No, because I'm gonna get hate.
No, you're not. I know you guys got to do some of your recording. So we shall be back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same Superman channel. Everybody tune in tomorrow for Party Nation. The whole crew's gonna be here except for Jake. I fired Jake. Too woke. He was too woke. He was too woke for the channel. Too woke. Yeah.
You know, I'll be back this week because last week I kept popping in and out.
Yeah.
I had the baby.
Also, next week we have a special guest host. Yeah, next week.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That flop. I'm sorry.
But yeah, next week Darren is hosting, so you're in for a treat. He has a lot of special things planned.
Next week or this week?
Next week.
The following episode, not this week's episode.
Oh, okay.
This week will be my last Party Nation episode for May, because we want to have it's Memorial Day on Monday. You know, and we got the holidays.
Make sure you guys come before the hour mark, because I can't bring anyone in because I won't be here.
No, he's getting my login information.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that works, I guess.
I have to end it somehow.
I was about to say we're just gonna leave it sitting here.
That'd be really funny.
I'm leaving. I'm doing the
live stream will be up till I get on.
It's gonna be one of Darren's 9-hour live streams that ain't uploaded yet. But speaking of, where's the progress of that video?
Oh, it's scheduled. It's going to be premiering tomorrow for 9 hours straight.
Golly.
I mean, if we're doing sub promo,
9 hours.
What's that?
Why did you stay up for 9 hours?
Oh no! I didn't. It's a compilation of a bunch of.
Oh my lord!
I didn't stream for 9 hours. I just took 10 different episodes and I compiled them into one giant thing.
Wow.
I am live in about 30 minutes though, so if anyone in the chat wants to hop over on my side in about
go support Darren.
Everybody go to Darren's channel and tune into the live stream and all that good stuff. But until then, we shall see you guys tomorrow on this channel. Peace and love. May the power protect you. And we're back Sunday with season 2. Wait, what episodes are we covering in season 2?
Shit.
First 5.
Yeah, first 5 sounds like a plan.
First 5, we definitely forgot. So, guys, if you're tuning in with us next week, first 5, link to Darren's channel. I'll link it in the description box. I'm about to do that right now. I'm about to link it in the description.
He's lying. He's lying.
I'm literally going to it now. What do you?
And my hand and my arms are getting tired.
Why? I'm linking it now. Oh crap! Hold on.